If you want to text somebody to bring some. Okay.
Yo, look at this. Never done this before. Right.
Oh, yeah? It'd be easy. We're joined now by UC Davis coach Jim Less and student athletes Elijah Pepper and Caleb Fuller. We will start by asking Coach for an opening statement and then open the floor to questions for our student athletes only. Once the segment is complete, the student athletes will be excused. We ask media to please raise your hand and identify yourself and your media outlet before asking your question. If you are joining on Zoom, please raise your hand. Please use the raised hand function, and when you're called upon, you will be unmuted before your question. Coach, if you would please start us off with your thoughts after today's game.
Well, first of all, it's Caleb Fuller's birthday, so we couldn't not give him a W as a present. So that was first and foremost. I just really proud of this group, especially in the second half. Polly makes a great run, ties the game, and I said to him in the locker room, from that point on, they made big plays on both ends of the floor. They made the hustle plays. They came up with the 50-50 balls, and we knocked in free throws to close the game out. So good resiliency by our group and good contributions from a lot of people. And I think it's huge playing tonight, getting this win, and having this experience, and I think it's going to really help us on Thursday.
Okay, questions for our student athletes in the front?
Chris Wynn, KWN here in Las Vegas. Caleb, happy birthday to you. Talk about what you guys were able to do defensively, right? This is a game that was kind of a knockdown, drag-out type of game. Obviously, as Coach alluded to, they were able to kind of get back into the game late. But defensively, talk about what you thought you guys were able to do tonight against them.
Yeah, so I thought in the first half we kind of didn't get to what we know we are, communication-wise and playing team defense. But as Coach said, like, we had a good team talk at halftime, and then we knew that the one thing that we needed to do if we were going to win this game was just to connect on defense. So I thought the talk was really good. We kind of had a lot less mishaps and miscommunication in the second half, and I thought we were talking really well. Positioning was good, and we were getting rebounds. So I thought we defended really well in the second half.
Brian Shapiro, KSHP. I'm just curious your opinions on this arena. This is a brand new arena. You guys are basically the first to play here. What are your thoughts on just the venue?
I thought it was awesome. I think it's the coolest arena I've played at, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give props to Big West. It seems super professional coming into this. The whole layout, the court, all the amenities that we're getting, the treatment we're getting is super professional. So I'm loving what the Big West has done this year.
Well said.
Elijah, next up, right? Quick turnaround. You got a matchup coming up against Fullerton. Your thoughts regarding what you got going on coming up next?
Yeah, as Coach said, it's great experience being able to play a game here already. I think that helps a lot. But I think we're ready just to go head-to-head with Fullerton, get a little bit of revenge, hopefully.
Great from both of you guys, Elijah Pepper and Caleb Fuller. What are the game plan for you guys coming to this game, and how you guys were able to dissect the offense and all that?
We knew a few guys wanted to get middle. We had a great scout, so we knew guys' tendencies and stuff like that. So our main game plan was just playing team defense, taking that away. And then we have so many good guys on offense. Obviously, you've seen Ezra's offense his whole time being at UC Davis. Obviously, Elijah had a great night tonight. We know what we can do on offense. As long as we get stops, then we knew that we'd give ourselves a great shot at winning this game.
Okay, we have a question on Zoom from Matt.
Hey, Jim. Hey, guys. Congratulations. Jim, I was wondering if you could just talk a little bit about how playing two really close games last week kind of prepared you or maybe got you ready for a game like tonight.
It's a great question. We went on the road and we went against number 1 and number 2 and, lose at a 3 at the gun and, probably shot ourselves in the foot with a lead late in the game and against Fullerton. But I think we came away, although disappointed in the result, confident in who we were and how the margin of the top teams in this league and the rest of the teams, it's really small. And on any given night, anybody can beat anybody. And like I said, I think it's really great that we got this opportunity to play in this building tonight, get one under our belt, get the jitters out, and we'll be ready to go. We got a tough task. Fullerton is really good, well coached, but we're excited about this opportunity to advance.
Any other questions for the student athletes? Okay, guys, you're free to go.
Thank you.
Thank you. You guys can take your drink too.
We'll
no,
get
I
it
think you gotta leave
to-
that.
we'll keep it for
Yeah.
next game.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, any other questions for Coach?
Coach, your thoughts? Obviously, Trevon was able to get things going a little bit for them, but particularly in the front court, what you guys were able to do against the likes of some of their big guys up front offensively.
Well, I think Karoma is a big key to their team. He's so physical and aggressive and active, and he does a really good job before he catches the ball of getting position and sealing, and they do a good job of getting it to him. And I thought our early defense and hitting first, and we weren't reacting. We were the aggressor in a lot of instances. So that took away a big weapon. Now, unfortunately, Taylor got away from us, and as Caleb talked about at halftime, we're pretty demanding of our guys with our scouting report. We're at the 5th best public school in the country, and these guys are true student athletes, and they grind and compete really hard in the classroom. So we take that high IQ and try and put it into our game plan. And we had some mistakes with, we call it KYP, knowing your personnel and being able to guard guys and making percentage-wise go away from their strengths. And I thought we let Taylor in the first half go to his strengths, and he's a good player when you do that. In the second half, a little more attention to detail, as Caleb said, and those guys can make adjustments on the fly, and I thought we were much, much, much better.
So you're just talking about how Taylor he had 20 points today, and clearly he's a great player. And now you guys won. You guys are going to take on EJ Anosike against with Cal State Fullerton. So what are your game plans on stopping Anosike?
Well, he had 20 the other night, Saturday, so it's going to be different than what we did the other night. But again, what you see in this league from top to bottom is there's some really good players, and they've had success in the transfer market, and with Anosike and Milstead, both two really good players, they end up being all league, and they weren't even on their team last year. So it's a credit to their coaching staff of blending those guys in. But those guys are good players, and I'm going to try and enjoy this tonight, and we'll try and figure out something to at least slow him down, because he had a big night, and he got the tip in that really sealed the game late in Fullerton. So we got to not only be aware of him with the ball, but without the ball, we got to put a body on him.
Anything else for Coach?
Coach, I believe you were your team was the most affected by COVID. You had the most COVID cancellations, which kind of led you to the 7th seed. How nice was it to get the win in the first round?
Well, first of all, I'm so blessed and fortunate to be around these young men because we had a lot of stops and starts, and some of them weren't, based on us. It was games we were going to play, and it always seemed like our next game was being canceled. And then we had some shutdowns within our team. So they kept a great attitude throughout. They focused on what they can control and not worry about the uncontrollables. And it broke our rhythm some. And so in a way, it was a little frustrating for them. It was hard for us in practice to emulate, hey, how are we going to get them game rhythm without playing many games? But they just stayed after it. They stayed together. They're a confident bunch. And like I said, I'm really blessed that I get to coach them, and they just responded and put themselves in a chance to get to the quarterfinals. And it's March. It's survive and advance. That's all we care about.
Coach,
One last question.
Coach, it wasn't that long ago where there weren't that many postseason college basketball tournaments in Las Vegas. Now you guys are here. We have all these other conference tournaments here. Can you just talk about that and your thoughts on, maybe a Final Four here in Las Vegas and even more college basketball? Your thoughts on this city, and should it be the mecca of college basketball?
Well, first of all, and I'll reiterate what Caleb said. The Big West has done a great job, securing this building and getting us in here. And this is a first-class environment. And you know, there's a lot of fringe benefits from all the basketball fans and all the tournaments of being here. And, you know, this is a sports-hungry town, and they're passionate fans. And for us to get established here and have some continuity, I think our fans are going to like coming here. So I think it's great for college basketball, and it's great for the Big West, and it's great for UC Davis.
Thanks, Coach. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.